Good morning, students. So, today we start factor that affects perspective in communication. As in last class we have studied what are the factors, what are the common things in the communications. So today we study what are the factors which affect. So here, what do you mean by perspective? So perspectives are the ideas, views or fixed way of thinking. These sometimes affect our communication. For example, if you have a fixed idea that your teacher or your father is strict, even when they are being friendly, you may think they will scold you, they will sometime they will loudly shout at you, even though they are polite. So, in the same way, other may also have fixed ideas about you, which affect whatever you say to them. Yes, right. So, next, sometimes we are not able to communicate clearly because of that barrier that stop us from sharing and understanding the messages which you want to communicate or we want to communicate. So here are some factors which affect. So the very first factor is language barrier. In this case, the use of incorrect words or unfamiliar language and lack of details, it create a barrier to communicate. For example, we can say when an Indian who know only Hindi, when he communicate with Chinese who know only Mandarin, that his mother tongue. So there is no interaction as we did not understand what we are saying to each other. So that is what language barrier is. Next is visual perception. It means that we assume something in our brain and we think that is particular right, and sometimes that thing is not correct. Next is your past experience. Past experience means letting a earlier experience stop us from understanding or communicating clearly. For example, the shopkeeper cheated me last time. Let me be careful. Or I scored low marks in my maths exam, so I am scared to ask and answer question in my class. Sometimes it's happen. If you score less marks, so sometimes your confidence get down. So that is what past experiences. Next is feelings. A feelings and emotions such as lack of interest or not trusting the person affect communication. For example, if I don't trust you, so I don't want to talk to you. Sometimes it's happened that when there is a lack of trust, we cannot talk. We are not comfortable with that particular person. Next is environment. Yes, environment play a very vital role as noise or disturbance in the surroundings may make communication difficult. For example, talking to a friend in a function where there is loud music being played by. So here in that loud noise we cannot talk properly. Next is personal factor. Personal factor include your own feelings, habits and way of thinking. For example, fear and low confidence may make communication difficult. It's if you're thinking that you cannot talk or you're feeling low, then you cannot start a conversation. Next is cultural. Cultural, we can say sign. Let's take an example of sign. Every sign have many meanings which have a different meaning in different cultures, such as if we are showing a thumb, it may be good job or well done, but some people maybe think it's an insult. So these are the different factors which affect our communication. So next topic is very important, which is effective communication. Yes, effective communication. Effective communication means to communicate with the basic principles. So there are some basic principle of professional communication skills which we call 7CS. 7CS stands for 7 communication steps. That is, first C stands for clear, then concise, then concrete, then correct, coherent, complete, and last is courteous. So here, clear stands for be clear about what you want to say. You always have to be clear of what you want to express, what you want to say to anybody. Next is concise. Concise means use simple words and say only what is needed. You don't have to say a big paragraph. You just have to say what is simply needed. Next is concrete. Concrete means use exact words and phrases. Next is correct. Correct means use correct spelling and languages and grammar. That means you don't have to use incorrect languages, incorrect spelling or grammatical mistakes. Next is coherent. Coherent means you should make sense and should be related to the main topic only. As you have to be choose your word wisely, and that word should make sense and it should relate to the main topic. You only have to speak related to the topic. And next is complete. Complete means your message should have all the needed information like clear, concise, concrete, correct, coherent. So all the factors are included in your complete message. And last is courteous. This is very, very important, as courteous means you have to be respectful, you have to be friendly, you have to be honest. While doing, you have to be honest, you have to be respectful. So these are the 7 C's, which is very, very important, and it will come in your exam 100%. So this is something important. You should learn this. So here's the homework. Your homework is you have to write down the example of 7 C's which we have just explained in your notebook plus loose sheets, as these are the homework which we will check when your schools will be open. So your next homework is you have to make a chart that show the element of communication in communication process cycle. So both the homework you have to be done by today only, as tomorrow first I will check and then we'll start our next class. Thank you. Have a good day.